During the tumultuous years of the Great Depression, Clyde Barrow and his partner Bonnie Parker became infamous for their violent crime spree across the central United States. Their story, marked by daring robberies, prison breaks, and shootouts, captivated the American public and cemented their status as iconic outlaws. This narrative explores the life of Clyde Barrow, from his troubled beginnings to his dramatic end, highlighting the societal influences and personal choices that shaped his path.
Clyde Chestnut Barrow was born on March 24, 1909, in Tellico, Texas, into a poor farming family. The Barrows struggled to make ends meet, and the hardships of rural life during the early 20th century deeply affected young Clyde. Seeking a better life, the family moved to the slums of West Dallas, where they lived in a makeshift tent community. Clyde's early life was characterized by economic hardship and limited opportunities. He quickly fell into petty crime, stealing chickens and engaging in minor thefts. His first arrest came in 1926 for failing to return a rental car, marking the beginning of his extensive criminal record. Despite his initial brushes with the law, Clyde aspired to break free from poverty and make something of himself.
By the late 1920s, Clyde Barrow's criminal activities escalated from petty theft to more serious offenses, including car theft and burglary. His encounters with law enforcement became increasingly violent. In 1930, Clyde met Bonnie Parker, a waitress with her own troubled past. The two quickly formed a deep bond, both romantically and criminally. Clyde's criminal career took a significant turn in April 1930 when he was arrested and sentenced to Eastham Prison Farm in Texas. The brutal conditions of the prison left a lasting impact on him, hardening his resolve and deepening his criminal tendencies. During his incarceration, Clyde committed his first murder, killing a fellow inmate who had sexually assaulted him. This act, though committed in self-defense, marked a point of no return for Clyde.
Upon his release in 1932, Clyde Barrow embarked on a notorious crime spree with Bonnie Parker and other associates, including Raymond Hamilton and W.D. Jones. The gang's activities spanned several states and included bank robberies, car thefts, and store burglaries. Their operations were marked by a combination of meticulous planning and reckless violence, leading to numerous confrontations with law enforcement. Clyde and Bonnie's criminal exploits were sensationalized by the media, which portrayed them as glamorous outlaws and modern-day Robin Hoods. However, the reality was far grimmer. Their robberies often ended in gunfights, resulting in the deaths of several law enforcement officers and civilians. Despite their notoriety, the gang faced constant danger, living a nomadic and precarious existence. One of the most significant events in Clyde's criminal career was the infamous jailbreak at Eastham Prison in January 1934. Clyde orchestrated the escape of several inmates, including his brother Buck Barrow, by storming the prison with a group of armed accomplices. This daring raid further cemented his reputation as a fearless and resourceful outlaw.
The relentless pursuit of Clyde and Bonnie by law enforcement culminated in a fatal ambush on May 23, 1934. Frank Hamer, a former Texas Ranger, was commissioned to lead the manhunt. Hamer and his team tracked the couple to Bienville Parish, Louisiana, where they set up a deadly trap. As Clyde and Bonnie drove along a rural road, officers opened fire, killing them instantly in a hail of bullets. The deaths of Clyde Barrow and Bonnie Parker marked the end of their 2-year crime spree, but their legacy endured. They became symbols of the lawlessness and desperation of the Great Depression era, embodying the struggles of those who felt marginalized and oppressed by the economic system. The sensational media coverage of their exploits and deaths contributed to their lasting notoriety. In the years following their deaths, the legend of Bonnie and Clyde continued to grow, fueled by books, songs, and films. Their story has been romanticized and mythologized, often obscuring the harsh realities of their criminal actions and the lives they affected.
The story of Clyde Barrow is a complex narrative of desperation, rebellion, and the search for identity during one of America's most challenging periods. While his life of crime brought notoriety and infamy, it also highlighted the socio-economic conditions that drove many to desperate measures. As we reflect on Clyde's journey, we are reminded of the profound impact of societal influences on individual choices and the enduring power of myth in shaping our understanding of history.